this is a great song to work out to. I can see a run, I can see some squats. Well, that's singer-songwriter Halston Dare with her single, Replace You. She's a talented Houstonian, y'all, bringing a fresh spin to the pop music scene.
And her tracks are a mix of powerful lyrics and catchy beats that'll make you want to sing along, like that track just there. And guess what, folks? She is joining us right now so we can chat about her rising career. Halston, it is so great to see your smiling face. And we were just chatting during commercial break. I am blown away. When I saw your video upstairs in the office, you are going places.
Yeah.
So talk to us about this journey, because you are so polished that, you know, move over, Lady Gaga. Here comes Halston.
Thank you so much. That's such a beautiful compliment. Yeah, I've been in the music industry for a really long time, and just this past year, I really truly found my sound as a pop artist. I mean, I started country, then I went alternative, then I went a little EDM, and this last year I really chose to hunker down on my career, take it super seriously, and really pursue this. And it's one of my biggest goals and dreams that I've had since I was such a little girl. And I'm so glad that I was able to release a music video this year, especially during COVID, also 2 singles, and I'm so proud of myself and for everybody and my fan base for supporting me, and I'm so thankful for that as well.
You know, you also moved out to Nashville at 17, and when you're going through sort of, you know, the resume or the years that you've country singer, pop star, I mean, it very similar to one pretty famous gal, Taylor Swift. I mean, you're following basically the same track. Why do you think, I mean, I think that there's something great about country music, right? But then why do you think you fell into sort of the pop version of that?
Well, also being a songwriter, you know, that pulls you into a certain direction that, you know, your heart might want to actually go in instead of your mind, or in the physical world of what genres there are to pick. And I just kept leaning towards pop writing, and as much as I wanted to stay country, I was so tired of putting on cowboy boots and a sundress and popping up on stage and singing country music, and I wanted to be different, and I wanted to stand out, and I wanted to have something unique about me, and I knew that would be the pop genre and realm. And I'm so glad that I changed and took that area. And Taylor Swift, she's an incredible songwriter and an incredible musician, and kudos to her for the amount of hard work that she has put in. But I decided to go pop. And you know what? Taylor Swift actually did, you know, go super, super pop. So I guess I am kind of following in her footsteps.
And you write about things, of course, that you've experienced, things that other people can love and relate to. Can you just sort of describe to us the process of how a new song sort of unfolds and goes from your head onto the page?
Yeah, absolutely. So the one thing that I promised myself since I was really little is that if I ever had the opportunity to have a large fan base to expose myself to, I wanted to be completely transparent. I wanted to be real. I wanted to be honest. And I never wanted to ever write anything that wasn't true, because I know that I've experienced things that other young girls or young boys that are going through just like I have. And I wanted to write about that. I write about breakups. I write about arguments that I have. I write about beautiful opportunities that I've been able to experience. And nothing that I've ever written or put out has been false. It's all been true stories that I have experienced, felt, seen, believed, and that's my way of contributing my honest, real life to my fans.
And I think it's great because a lot of healing can be done through song and through music.
Absolutely.
There's so many people that can relate to that. Let's talk about your upbringing, because of course, as we mentioned, born and raised here in Houston, you went to Memorial High School. You grew up truly in a musical family to a Cuban-American immigrant father. And so your latest, oh, you know what, let's talk about things that you love here, because I love that you like Peppa's Burgers. Now that you're back in town, how many have you eaten so far?
Oh my gosh, I probably go there at least once a week. It's actually one of my favorite date night spots. Their chicken tenders.
Ridiculous.
I love it so much. Papa's is my favorite place to go to.
And at Memorial, I understand you were on the track and field team. You were on the track and field team.
Yes.
Describe to us sort of your life plan, because it sounds like you've had an interesting past and where you're going in the future. You're an advocate for the environment and sustainability. Just sort of map out for us what's going to happen over the next 10 years.
Goodness. Well, when I was younger, I actually wanted to be an athlete. I played a lot of basketball and track and field. I was traveling with it. I wanted to go to college and play sports. And then my sophomore year of high school, I kind of had a moment with myself and I sat down and I was like, okay, being an athlete or being a musician and a songwriter. And of course, music was like, you're going to be a singer, you're going to be a musician, you're going to be a performer, and that's the way that you're going to go. So I chose not to go the athlete college route. And I actually wanted to be a marine biologist. And
Wow.
I had so many other plans that I had for me, but you know, it ended up going in a completely different direction, and it's in a beautiful way that it changed. And yeah, so that was really the start of that.
It's really blossoming, and it's great to see how that path changed along the way. Let's talk about your new single, Replace You. The music video and song combined have received about, I don't know, 500,000 combined streams and views. So, you know, just a little thing there. It's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so proud of Replace You. The story behind it is incredible.
We are almost out of time, but do you want to give us like the 10-second version of the story behind the song, Halston?
Yeah, so Replace You is actually about, you know, going through a breakup and having some trouble through that. And I had to do a music video over it. And I'm so glad that I got to do that during quarantine. And for anybody that's going through a breakup or a hard time, Replace You is your song. That is the thing that's going to get you out of that bad mood. It's going to remember that you are a queen and you are incredible inside and out, and it's going to remind you your true worth.
Absolutely. And the follow-up to that single is called Teach 'Em. That's sort of the aftermath of Replace You, also streaming on all platforms worldwide. So, you know, Halston, I'm going to be playing that in my car on the way home today.
So good.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so glad Teach 'Em just released, and it's been doing super well as well. And I'm about to also release a live performance video of that coming up next week.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the chat, Halston.
Thank you so much.
Halston Dare, we will see you soon. She is going places, and if you'd like to listen to more of Halston's music or to connect with her, we do have a link on our website, HoustonLife.tv.
And coming